competition down in my local area down in Glastonbury, and I was actually forced by my sister. She said, get up and sing, so I did. And I won the competition. And a guy called James the Bird, who is a relative of Christopher, he became my manager for a while, and he took me to meet lots of different people, which is when I first came to Bristol. And I've just kind of moved on from there, worked with different people.
You play with my emotions, but then I start to see things clear. 'Cause every time you show me signs, you make the change.
And then eventually I stopped and had a child, and I heard and had fun with doing a dance track with my friend Chris, Tracks, and after my daughter was born, I found out I went to #1. Got licensed to Nervous Records, and they pushed it out there and hit me. So then I continued with dance music as well.
Hold you, put your arms around me too. I have faith, I'll see it through. 'Cause tonight my wish will come true. Yeah. I can't help it.
Yes. And then I wrote 2 more hits, one that went to #4 and one that went to #6. And yeah, I've just travelled back and forth since then. Yeah, very much so. I write. I could write all the time if I had time. So this next year is going to be the case. I'm going to try and write constantly. But I've written for Gloria Gaynor. I'm trying to write for different people. Yeah, that's my goal. But a lot of these musicians, they do start by writing for other people. 15. I'm a lot older than I am. Yeah, I mean, I still get a little bit nervous. I think they say that you should, but not anything like what I used to. Because I think when you know you've got something that people know of and they're there to see you, then you're going to get a good reaction anyway. It's when you do something new or something like that, and then you don't know how they're going to react. I think, you know, that's the only way you're going to get out there. It's something that you've got to push past that and do that. Going to America was a whole different ball game for me. I mean, yeah, right, people knew of my music there, but at the same time, you know, I have done some shows where people haven't, and where I've started doing more of the R&B stuff. But you've got to do that, and I think the best thing to do is to always show your personality. If you've got a good personality, always show that, because people will warm to you anyway. Yeah, definitely. It's a long process as well. I think unless you've really got the passion for it, it's a hard thing to sit in the studio for hours and hours and get things right. And you know, sometimes you've got engineers that are slower than others, and you've got to be patient. But for me, like, I'll always make sure that I take my laptop with some other music on it, so I can sit and write in the meantime, or I can be doing something in the meantime rather than just sitting there. You do have to be disciplined though, definitely, 100%. And it's all about practice, all about practice. When I think about how I was 10 years ago in a studio to now, it's very, very different. I know what I want in a studio now, whereas before I was looking for people to tell me what to do. So practice makes perfect.
So you very much take control of the studio now?
I do. Some would say I'm bossy. I did Shepherd's Bush Empire, that was good. I've done some massive venues in America, you know, big shows holding, 3,000-5,000 people. A lot of them are the Pride Fest because they, you know, a lot of the time they're outdoors and you know, they're packed place. So. Yeah, well, I wasn't supporting, but I've done radio shows with Lady Gaga. I've done 3 where she's been there as well. Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, Cyndi Lauper. I've been to some really good shows with Gloria Gaynor and Alicia Keys and Stevie Wonder and stuff where I've been invited to. Yeah, they were good. Sit back and not have to do anything. Honestly, I would say the Mariah Careys and the Whitney Houstons and stuff. Definitely. I like the recent stuff, but I would say me wanting to sing came from those two. Yes.
At least.
Yes.
Where do you want to be in a year's time?
I want to continue doing my dance music. That's where, you know, I'm successful right now, so I'm going to continue to do that. I also am getting more into the R&B stuff. I've just done an album called US UK with an artist in America called D-Jux.
Someone never got the chance to say goodbye properly. So this is for all of you.
For your pain.
Every day I wake up, before I put on my makeup, you'll be running through my mind tonight. I think about you how.
Yes, I'm about to finish doing that to go to America, but I work with 16 to 18-year-olds that aren't engaging in education, training or employment. So we did things like a music video project, we've run music courses. It's basically just about giving them a little bit of inspiration and kind of like what you guys do, really.
You may be no longer what you show.
Well, I want to do the same. Like, I want to be able to inspire young people, and you know, so that when things are moving for me, if they're ever around as well, they can come and see what it's like for me as well. They're more than welcome, you know. I'm pretty friendly. I don't, you know, after shows I like to mingle and stuff, and I'd like to be able to say that yeah, she's the reason why I'm doing this, because it keeps my foot as well in what my passion is, which is working with young people and being an inspiration for them.
Get back to being a mother.
Yes. I'm doing it for my child because I want her to never have to struggle with things. And I'm not talking about her just being spoiled and having everything on her plate, but I'm doing it for her. I want her to have nice things.
So for a youngster watching this who just has a dream,
Yes.
what would you say about how you turn a dream to reality?
I think, first of all, make sure it's a realistic dream, because I know we can all go, oh, I want to be a millionaire and I want to be the biggest singer or rapper in this world. I think be realistic, and I think really go for it, but make sure you understand what you're letting yourself in for, because it's not what everybody thinks it is in the music industry right now. So I think if you do a lot of research, ask a lot of questions, and if it turns out it's not right for you, there might be a different area within the same thing that might be right for you. So I think, you know, go for it. Go for it. Big up to Music Works. Keep doing your thing.